Hey everyone, welcome back to Lewis News, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Anne Hathaway and her role in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4 and what could have been if she had played a role in the film and what character she was listed to play. We've also got a couple of quotes as well, but before we do get into all the nitty-gritty stuff, I want to urge you guys to subscribe because this is your #1 YouTube channel for all types of Spider-Man news. If you want to keep up to date with everything from the games, the movies, and the shows, this is the channel for you, so make sure you're subscribed. With that being said, let's get straight into it. So Anne Hathaway has actually come out in an interview with Variety, and I spoke about Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4. Now, ever since Spider-Man 4 was unfortunately cancelled, there have obviously been rumours and leaks about who was going to play what character during the production, or pre-production should I say, of the film. And those were obviously Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst coming back to play their roles respectively, obviously Rosemary Harris, and obviously J.K. Simmons, all coming back to play characters from the original trilogy. However, we also did have other characters that were rumoured to appear, including Adrian Toomes, aka the Vulture. We also had another character which was kind of a Sam Raimi original, which would be known as Vulturous, who was going to be Adrian Toomes' daughter, but it was also rumoured that this character would also be a take on Felicia Hardy. But then later rumors suggested that Felicia Hardy, aka Black Cat, was going to be a separate character altogether, along with other rumors that the Lizard was also meant to appear as a villain in this film as well. It's fair to say that definitely we were going to get a plethora of new and interesting characters in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4. However, Anne Hathaway has actually spoke about her involvement in the film. As we do know, along with John Malkovich, she was also one of the actresses who was rumored to appear in the movie. Anne Hathaway has come out and said that apparently she was originally cast as Black Cat in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4 before the film was scrapped, confirming what everyone had been thinking for all of these years. Yes, Anne Hathaway was in fact involved in Spider-Man 4, but the most interesting part about this is, as we do know, Spider-Man 4 would have actually clashed with The Dark Knight Rises, and we know Anne Hathaway plays Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises, which means that if she was cast as Black Cat in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4, she wouldn't have been able to play Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises, because they went into pre-production at the same time. They would have ended up going into production at the same time if Spider-Man 4 had been made. So it's interesting that Anne Hathaway was originally lined up to play this character in Spider-Man 4 before she was even considered to play Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises. And then she also goes on to talk about The Dark Knight Rises and says, if that had gotten made, I don't know if I would have been considered for The Dark Knight Rises. Perhaps Christopher Nolan would have said no, she's occupied in another universe. But evidently, all of the delays that Spider-Man 4 ended up having, and then the amount of pushbacks that it had with production, with the scripts and everything, I think it became more clear that the film was less likely to happen, and I think Anne Hathaway jumped ship and definitely went, you know what, I'm gonna go play Catwoman instead. I think it's highly ironic that she was considered for these roles at the same time, and I think it's incredibly funny that we could have actually seen her as Black Cat. It's kind of been common knowledge that she was gonna play Black Cat for all of these years. Everyone kind of knew that she was lined up to play Black Cat and John Malkovich was lined up to play the Vulture. It's only recently that we also learned that Angelina Jolie was apparently or rumored to play Vulturous or some variation of that character as well. Either way, that is an A-star cast. We would have gotten absolutely spoiled with Spider-Man 4. Half the budget would have been on the cast alone. But either way, it's interesting to hear it from Anne Hathaway herself talking about the film, and we always long, as fans, for details about Spider-Man 4 because, as we know, the Sam Raimi trilogy, fan-favourite trilogy of superhero movies, a lot of people love those movies, and it would have been interesting to see a fourth film in that franchise. But with that being said, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Would you have liked to have seen Spider-Man 4, and would you have liked to see Anne Hathaway in the role as Felicia Hardy, aka Black Cat, in the film? With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date with all types of Spider-Man news, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, and peace.